Welcome back, everyone, to part 2 of living out of my Prius Car Camper in the Pisgah National Forest. We hike the Appalachian Trail, unwind at camp, and take you through our morning routine. But since this trip started off a little rough, it's only natural it ends the same way. You'll see what I mean. Plus, I throw in a couple of bonus moments that I think are pretty hilarious. You be the judge. I decided to go hike the Appalachian Trail starting at Brown Gap. The weather is supposed to be around 63 degrees, and it is not. It's a bit colder than that. The App Trail looks a little different in winter. No leaves, no crowds, just me, my dog, and miles of quiet. In here, we have the rare mountain dog in his natural habitat, digging a hole for reasons known only to him. And since leave no trace applies to humans and their four-legged companions, I get to fill it back in. Remember my struggle trying to find a campsite in my last video? This campsite is about half a mile down the road from the main Max Patch trailhead. Apparently, I drove past this spot not once, but twice, and completely missed it. What a dope. Across the street and a few feet down the trail is a little stream where Levi and I take advantage of the fresh water source. We make it to Max Patch. At 4,629 feet with panoramic views of Tennessee and North Carolina, it's easy to see why Max Patch is a popular stop along the Appalachian Trail. It's a little cold and a lot windy. Levi is basically a windsock with legs. We take a moment to make new friends, and then we start our trek back to our Prius camper. Look at my good boy following right along. Time to reclaim our camp spot and find some food. Back at the campsite, it's time for dinner. Followed by a little siesta, and even a little crafting to close out the day. Oh, that's right. Good morning, Levi. We wake up to another beautiful morning. So we have our breakfast and take some time to play. And now that Levi's gotten exercise, it's my turn. By the way, did you notice I finished the headband? Then it's time to pick up and rinse our dishes. And while we're on the subject of picking up, I get that paper towels and toilet paper are biodegradable, but if you're out camping, don't do this. It takes away from the natural beauty of the area, it's rude to the next campers, and it's just trashy. If you have a way to pack it in, you have a way to pack it out. I put my glove on and commit to leaving this campsite better than I found it. Nasty. And after that mess, it's time for a shower. The water was really cold. For the record, there's no soap on that rag, I'm just using it to wipe down. Away from the water, I use my biodegradable soap rinse off, dry off, and head over to the tent to get changed. And that's when it started to rain. Since we arrived late the first night, I didn't set anything up. But yesterday we had plenty of time on our hands, so I did go ahead and set up the tent. It's more or less a decoy just to save our spot, but it also works great for storage. And I also set up camp and pretty much hung out the entire evening behind the rock. So you might recognize this rock as our bathroom, our changing room, our living room, and our kitchen. And the reason I decided to do that was because from the road, once you're behind this rock, you can't see the road at all. So as I'm hanging out, relaxing, no one's gonna know who's camping here. Could be a big guy, could be me, you just don't know. So in that sense, I feel like it helps me to stay a little bit safer. I don't want people knowing that a female is out here camping by herself. So by hanging out behind the rock, no one really knows who's here. I try to remove everything from the car that looks a little girly, like I have a pink notebook, even my coffee mug is a little feminine. I hide all that stuff and try to make it look as gender neutral as possible. So just some of the things I do when I'm out camping to stay safe. Oh my goodness, it is pouring right now and I haven't taken the tent down. I am literally sitting in the car waiting, hoping it lightens up a little bit so I can dry it off quickly and bring it in. And now, the way it's raining like this, I'm a little nervous about the landslide area. It was hard enough to get through it when it was dry with the Prius. So I don't know if I should just attempt it and cross my fingers or go the long way and try to find my way back. Well, the rain isn't stopping, so I'm just gonna do my best to stay dry and get this tent down so we can be on our way. That's a wrap. What happened, Levi? Did you get stuck? Come on. Can you get out of it? What did you do? Yes. Good. Come on. Up. Over here. Up. Good. There you go. I gave Levi a treat before I ran into the rest area. And what happened? What happened to your treat? That?